Brother made my life hell and got my wife pregnant. Now he wants my help after our parents disowned him and left me their $2 million inheritance. I've rewritten this 100 times, deleted paragraphs, rewrote sentences, sat in silence just staring at the blinking cursor. There's no satisfying way to say all this, but I think I'm past the point of trying to be understood. So I'll just tell it. I'm the older brother, 2 years older than David, but growing up you wouldn't know it. He was the star, the funny one, the athletic one, the you should be more like David one. Teachers loved him, friends flocked to him. My mom treated him like the second coming of Christ. He could do no wrong. I was quiet, always reading, kept to myself, got good grades, never got into trouble, and for that, I became his favorite target. David made my life hell for as long as I can remember. He used to lock me in the basement when my parents weren't home and tell me the house was on fire. He held my head underwater in the pool until I passed out once. He almost set my hair on fire with a lighter and some aerosol spray. I told my mom. I begged her to do something. She just laughed and said, "That's how brothers are, or worse. He just wants your attention." I didn't want his attention. I wanted to be safe in my own house. Dad was barely around. He worked 70-hour weeks to keep a roof over our heads and made it clear he expected peace when he came home. But one day, after I came home with a busted lip and a chunk of hair missing, he pulled me aside. He looked at me real serious and asked, "Was it David?" I just nodded. He didn't yell. He didn't storm off. He signed me up for MMA the next day. That's when something changed. David couldn't push me around anymore, and he hated it. He got nastier in smaller ways, stealing from me, lying to get me grounded. But I stopped reacting. I stayed silent, focused on graduating, getting out. I got a full ride to university and never looked back. College was peace. For the first time, I could breathe. I met people who liked me for me, studied something I cared about. I met Karen during my 3rd year. Beautiful, grounded, brilliant sense of humor. We clicked fast. She was warm in all the ways my family wasn't. We got married 2 years after graduation. She told me she was pregnant just before the wedding. I was terrified, but I was happy. I finally had my own little world, my own family. I still called home. Still visited. But I kept David at arm's length. He bounced around jobs, never finished school, always some drama. I helped him once when he got arrested for driving drunk, paid for the lawyer. Another time when he got evicted, I let him crash in our guest room for a few nights. He stayed 6 months. Karen didn't like it. She said he made her uncomfortable, said he walked around like he owned the place. Got too personal in conversations. I told her she was overthinking it. "David's just a mess," I said. "He's my brother." I look back on that now and want to slap myself. The day everything cracked, I came home early from work. I'd left my phone at home that morning. Weird, because I never forget it. It was sitting on the kitchen counter, screen lit up with a voicemail transcription. It was from David, and it was intimate. Explicit even, talking about her, about the baby, about how he'll never know if we don't tell him. I stood there, frozen. I played the actual voicemail. It was his voice, her voice, laughing, planning. I went numb. I walked upstairs. She was folding laundry. She looked up and smiled, and I just said, "How long?" She knew. Her face collapsed. 5 months. It had been going on for 5 months, while I worked overtime, while I stayed late cleaning up David's latest mess, while I missed dinners with her and our son. They were meeting up, sneaking around, laughing behind my back. I asked one question. "Is he mine?" She didn't speak, just sobbed. That was enough. Paternity test confirmed it a week later. I moved out. Didn't yell. Didn't rage. Just left. Left the key on the table and never stepped foot in that house again. When I told my dad, he went quiet. Then he told me to come over. We sat in the backyard for hours, not much talking, just silence. Eventually, he nodded to himself and said, "That boy's not my son anymore. He meant David." He changed his will a month later. Everything, savings, property, trust, went to me. My mom was furious, screamed at him, said we were tearing the family apart. He said David did that himself. That's when things finally split. Dad told her if she kept talking to David, he was done. She stayed, but the love between them evaporated. The house was quiet from then on. Dad passed suddenly last year. Heart attack. I didn't speak at the funeral, didn't cry, just sat with the weight of everything he never got to fix. He left me $2 million, our childhood home, his entire estate. David got nothing, not even a mention in the will. I found out he and Karen are living together now, raising their son. He dropped out of school. She works part-time. They're barely making rent. My mother still tries to guilt me into helping. "She's the mother of your child," she said. "No," I told her. "She's the mother of his." Last week, David showed up. I don't know how he got my new address. I'd moved cities, changed numbers, left no forwarding info. He looked awful. Sunken eyes, greasy hair, the same fake grin he used when we were kids. He said he needed help, that we're brothers, that Dad would have wanted us to fix this. I let him talk. For 15 minutes, I didn't say a word. He started crying, told me he's sorry, that he was jealous of me, that Karen was a mistake, that the kid deserves better, that I owe it to family, and I just stood up, walked to the door, opened it. "Please," he said. I didn't look back. I just closed it behind him. That was 5 months ago, haven't heard from him since. I moved again, left no trail. Therapy is helping. So is distance. So is silence. People think healing looks like forgiveness, like a warm reunion hug after years of pain. But sometimes healing is a locked door. Sometimes it's a will with one name. And sometimes it's just not picking up the phone when hell comes crawling back. Let him explain to their son why I'm gone. Let him sit with that. Let them all. I chose myself. Finally. And this time, I don't owe anyone a damn thing. Hey guys, subscribe for more stories.